It is geared specifically towards unregistered sex offenders that are wanted, and it is specifically geared towards generating as much activity towards clearing these sex offender cases as possible. So it's more, instead of being a broad-based program that targets any felony fugitive, it is a program that more specifically focuses and narrows in on the objective of arresting fugitive sex offenders. Each district, as part of this program, each district was directed to go to get with our local partners and to designate a top 5 guardian cases for each district. Those would be the first 5, the top 5 priority cases. Others would be worked as needed, but those were the top 5 priority cases to work. The criteria being, of course, number 1, they had to be a fugitive sex offender. That's the first criteria for an Operation Guardian case. The second thing, third thing, fourth thing, the other assessments that we made in judging as to what that final top 5 would be was things like comparing the violence of their crimes, the violence of their history, what kind of criminal history and violence did they have, were children involved in their crimes, had they been wanted for an especially long time, or were they someone of a high intensity interest in the local jurisdiction that may have submitted that case to us.
The majority of the sex offenders that we are looking for are of average or above average intelligence. This section of society has to be very skilled to avoid apprehension. They are usually very literate, have good people skills, and are very adept at blending into their surroundings. Without those kind of skills, they wouldn't be very effective. Hep Lee, for instance, was a guardian case that we received from Colorado. Hep Lee was of Vietnamese descent. He had avoided apprehension in several other states before arriving here. He had warrants from California for vehicle theft, along with being an unregistered sex offender. He had warrants from Nebraska for being an unregistered failing to maintain his registration. Also for a supervised release, which is basically a probation violation because he didn't stay there when he got out of prison. He had a failure to register as a sex offender warrant from North Carolina, and then once he was arrested, he was prosecuted by the state of Tennessee. Well, he pled guilty in the state of Tennessee for being an unregistered sex offender. Dennis Hasty is someone we are very interested, and we are spending a lot of resources right now looking for. He is a wanted person by Roane County. He is an unregistered sex offender. The warrant for him has been active for a number of years, and at this time we do not have any leads as to where he might be residing.